did the Disney VIP thing. If you haven't done that, it's a must. It's a must do. But my sister is here in town with her son and his girlfriend, and so we all went to Disney, and we broke our record last time. We rode 18 rides yesterday. There were 3 points, nope, 4, throughout the day where I got a little like, I might puke. You know, where you're like, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying myself. I also might puke. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It was great though. Amongst all of that, it was great. Nora went on a bunch of rides. Mike was squealing, I think. He made some strange noises on. We started off with, and then we're going into Q&A. So let me know what your questions are. Okay, just go ahead and ask questions. I'm just going to talk for a second. We went on, what was the first one? The Aerosmith one. Rock and Roller Coaster, I think, in Hollywood Studios. We had to go to Hollywood Studios first because we were getting in line for Rise of the Resistance. If you don't know what Rise of the Resistance is, it is the newest Star Wars ride. I did a Facebook Live, if you want to check my thread. I did a Facebook Live of the entire experience yesterday. It's a lot of me screaming near the end, so you feel free to stop anytime. But it was insane. It was so cool. And the way that Rise of the Resistance is set up is that even if you get to the park, they do 2 lotteries. And one you sign up for at 10 a.m. and one you sign up for at 2. Okay, so they do 2 different ones. At the 10 a.m. one, you sign up, and then if you're lucky, they pick you. It's not first come, first serve. It's a lottery. And it's like 5 seconds you have to push the button. And we got in on the first one, and I'm like, what? Because VIP can't even do that. Like, it's something that is a total lottery. It was amazing. Anyway, coolest thing ever. All right, so what am I doing with this? I don't know what I'm doing with that. So now we're doing Q&A, you guys. Give me your questions. Tonight, just some housekeeping real quick. Oh, I didn't do the YouTube thing. Hang on, you guys. Here we go. If you're on YouTube, click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified. Nope. Whoop. So you get notified whenever new videos come on. If you are not on YouTube, right after this video, if you like what I'm talking about, go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on subscribe, and then also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. The reason that you don't just try to follow me on Facebook or say get notified on Facebook is because Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know, okay? Do not count on it. Also, housekeeping. In the Heart-Centered Mom group, which is the link in the description of this video right now. If you're not in that group, go ahead and join that group. If you're building your business from home, if you're building income streams from home, or if you just want to, right? I'm doing a training in there today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is what most people do wrong in email marketing, okay? There's a right way and a lot of wrong ways to do email marketing, all right? A lot of people would say like email marketing doesn't work because I don't open my email. Here's the deal. My people open my emails, and there's a reason for that, okay? So while they don't open other people's emails, yeah, that's also true, but there's a reason that they open my emails. Okay, you guys, we're gonna be going through that stuff because email marketing is not dead. Do not listen to people that say that. People are not doing it right, okay? Just come to the training. Again, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you miss it live, it will live in the units section of that group, okay? And then also at 5 o'clock tonight Eastern Standard Time, the Ula guys and I are going to be going live, and we're going to be talking about the bridge between like how to go from your day job to your dream job. Okay. And a lot of people will sit at their day job and dream about their dream job. Dream about what they want their life to be like, what they wish their life was like, that sort of thing, right? What we're going to be talking about tonight is to actually bridge how to make that happen. Because if you're just wishing, it's not going to happen, you guys. You have to make a plan. You have to actually implement things in order for that to happen, okay? So that is tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my personal Facebook page, okay? After that, it's going to live on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it there later. All right, now let's get to some questions. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Laura. How you feeling, ma'am? Good morning, Martina. Good morning, Martha. I love to start my day with you. I missed you guys yesterday. Morgan, good morning. Love starting my day with your lives. I love it. Okay, thank you for clarifying. The bat signal is your life before the change. 100%. Man, that's it. Good morning, Deborah. Hey, Lori. Lori, how do you stay so positive? Are you up all the time? I am, well, that's a good question. I'm not up all the time. I get hangry. If I'm hungry, I get a little like a little saucy whenever I'm hungry. But aside from that, I'm pretty much up all the time. Aside from that. But I think that the reason for that is that I know what happens with negativity. I know what happens if I start complaining. If I start complaining, I start bringing more of that, right, into my life. So I'm very careful not to do that. Also, whenever you seek out the best in things, it's easy to just be grateful for stuff. Like yesterday, we went to Disney, right? I looked at the weather before we left, and it looked like it was supposed to rain all day long, save for a couple hours. And I was like, I could have been like, oh man, that sucks, right? And instead I grabbed my poncho and was like, okay, well, we might have raindrops, okay? And then we went yesterday, and this is literally what happened. We would go into a ride, and then we would come out, and it had rained, but we didn't experience it. And then the rain was done. And then we would go into another ride, and it would rain, and then we would come out, and it would just rain some more. But we didn't experience it. Isn't that interesting how that worked? We didn't get any raindrops on ourselves yesterday, okay? But it rained yesterday. So it's an interesting way of, it's just how I do life now. I seek out the best. I seek to be okay in any situation. Like whatever happens, I'll be okay. So like yesterday with Rise of the Resistance, I really, 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 really wanted to go on that ride. But I was okay if we didn't, right? I was like, I made peace with, okay, if this doesn't happen, I'm good, but I look forward to when it does, right? And that's really, it's just how I live life. And my life has changed drastically just because that's the outlook that I have. Now, does that mean that crappy things don't happen to me? No, but the way that I look at them and the way that I let them affect me is my life isn't crappy because of the crappy things that happen. I learn lessons, or I just get to move on. I get to choose to move on and not dwell in things. Whenever I dwell in things, what I find is that it gets bigger. It gets worse. So I choose not to dwell in things. So there's that. Sherry, good morning. Faye, good morning. Denise. Let's see. Da 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 da. All right. Jessica, I feel so stuck. So careful with your language, okay? You're telling your brain that you're stuck, and your brain will believe that you're stuck, okay? So I choose to be clear. I choose to see how to do this correctly. That's like, there's simple changes, right? I work 50 plus hours a week in my corporate job. HBR is amazing and has so much amazing stuff, but I have no idea where to go. I get so overwhelmed and freeze and don't do anything. How do I make progress? So Overwhelm always, in all of my years of teaching and consulting and coaching and Overwhelm always comes from you trying to do too many things at once. It comes from you looking at all of this stuff and you're like, I want it all, right? Like the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka, like, I want it all. Well, if you try to, it's like trying to eat a cake. You want all of the cake and you try to eat it all at once and none of it's going to go down. You just have a bunch of smeared stuff all over your face and you can't. It's too much, right? You have to focus on one thing at a time. And that's why I teach it to you, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, one piece at a time. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Now, if you want to go through all of the content and then go back and do one thing at a time, because sometimes people need to go through all of the content, be like, okay, so that's it. Awesome. Now, don't go through all of the content and be like, okay, now I need to do all of it. That's where you're going to trip over your shoelaces, okay? You need to, if you want to go through it all, that's totally fine, but you need to then go back to the very beginning and do it. Implement one thing at a time. That's what you have to do, or you will absolutely be overwhelmed. It's set up for you to succeed. There are other people doing it. They've chosen to do one thing at a time because they know my stuff and they know it's set up to do that way. Okay. Martina, what are some other giveaway ideas for my lead group? If I only have one course they can purchase, what else could they do as a call to action to enter into the drawing for that week? You could ask them to share a testimonial. I like those. Share a testimonial publicly, or people that are in your course, share a testimonial into your lead group and do that as a giveaway. It's always something that what you do is you gamify the thing that you want to see continued, the behavior that you want to see continued. So maybe it's inviting friends to the group that are good people for the group. Maybe that's a behavior that you want to continue. Not just anybody, but good fits for the group. So that one's a little bit gray because sometimes people just go nuts and invite everybody. And it's like, ooh, I don't want like the wrong people in my group, right? So the course, just things that you want that, like following on Instagram. What behaviors do you want them to do? What do you want them to do with your presence? Do you want them to subscribe to your YouTube channel? That's something that you can add. Follow you on Instagram. Respond to a story on Facebook or Instagram. What that's going to do is it's going to kick up the algorithm, right? Between you and them. They'll now start seeing more of your stuff. So it's what behavior are you wanting to continue? Laura, hello. You and Ula, what a power team. Listen, I never in my life thought that I would find my equal in business. I never thought that I would find an other half that are doing things almost identical. We do and we care about the same exact things, but we have we're in parallel lanes. They do this and I do this. So they do the life coaching and the balance in life and all of that. And then I do business strategy and here's how you get in front of the people that you're going to serve. And they're like, here's how you serve them really well. And that's like, we work together in tandem so well. I never thought I would find that in another business, I guess, or another presence. We'll just say that. I never thought that I would see that to the caliber that we show up. it's just, I didn't know it was out there. And then whenever we met, it was just like, oh, shoot. It's like looking in a mirror where we're so, like on target. It's amazing, you guys. If you guys are not in the ULA coaching program, the life coaching program, if you're in HBR, you know that an income stream can be coaching and consulting. And then, you start thinking like, well, I need to set up a program and da-da-da-da-da. ULA is like just add water or just add you to life coaching, you guys. There's a system already set up. You don't have to set up the system. You just use their framework and then you show up with the way you care about people. We're also doing a mastermind on December 7th. And it's basically a blueprint. It's a $2,500 mastermind. But if you sign up for life coaching using my link, which is oolalife.com, so oolalife.com/Martha, if you use that link to set up your advisor call where you go through and see if it's a good fit for you, if you use that link, then you actually get that mastermind for free whenever you sign up to do life coaching with ULA. Okay, you guys? $2,500 mastermind happening on December 7th. We are going through an entire blueprint to make 2021 massively different than any other year of your life yet. It will be the year that you take control of your life, the way you make money, how you spend that money, how you spend time with your family, how you bring everything full circle and start living the life that you deserve. Start living a life that feels good from the moment that you wake up to the minute that you go to bed. And then also in dream time. Okay, that is what we're bringing to you. And it's going to be insane. Fantastic insane. Okay, again, it's oolalife.com/Martha if you want to do that. Which there's lots of people doing it. Okay, there's lots. Let's see. Devery watching Dream Job +3 who invited. Yeah, nice. Laura, if we own all of your courses, Go for Gold, SMS, Bring on the Builders, 20 and 30, HBR, where do you recommend us start? Okay. If you're in HBR and all of the other things, I suggest starting with HBR. Because HBR is all of the income streams. And then, so once you have that set up, then start with, if you're in Young Living, you start with Go for Gold. Because it's going to make so much more sense at that point. You're going to be like, oh, I get it, right? And then, so Go for Gold. And then what I would do is SMS. Go for Gold and SMS you can do alongside each other, like at the same time, because SMS is a year's worth of content, okay? And then Bring on the Builders in 20 and 30. Those are the ones. That's how I would do that. HBR first, though. Let's see. Oh, good. Somebody else had that question. I'm glad that you guys asked. Morgan, also thank you for being so personable and down to earth with everyone. It makes us, me at least, feel more included and encouraged that we can actually do this thing. It's so doable. It's so doable. The trick is doing it, right? The trick is doing it. That's all, right? That's all that you have to do is actually do it. If you don't do it, nothing happens, right? But if you do drill down and actually do the stuff, you're going to see success. It's a system, right? Let's see. I love this. Thanks for this info. Oh my gosh, of course, Lori. We're at 19 minutes. I'm at the 19:30. Oh my gosh, I have to get out. Oh, I love you guys. I have to go. I will see you in Heart Centered Moms later at 3 Eastern Standard Time and 5 Eastern Standard Time on my personal Facebook page with the ULA guys. See you guys there. Bye-bye.